high school band behind me. You know, it's okay to stand. Please stand, band. Let's give another round of applause. So there's a vacant number of seats in the center, and I think we know who's going to be joining us soon, right? I'm so grateful to see you all here supporting these graduates tonight. I'm giving everybody the 5-minute warning. The ceremony will start in approximately 4.5 minutes from now. And if you see over here to stage right, your left, there's a certain number of polls there. When your graduate's going to walk down and receive their scroll from our dean by program. And so if you know your graduate's program, we're going in alphabetical order. You can kind of queue up and see if you want to get a picture of your graduate over there. We'll have a photographer here, a professional photographer in the front, and we'll have a professional photographer in the side queue taking photos of your graduate, and those photos will be available at a later time. We'll put that link out. Your graduate will have that information. If anybody needs a bottle of water, I know someone gets thirsty, dehydrated, there's some bottles of water available in the front of the auditorium when you checked in. Please feel free to do that. And so I'll come back here, give you a 2-minute warning, and just sit tight, okay? Thank you. Are we good? Yes, we're good. Oh, wow, that's wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the procession of the platform party led by the mace held by Professor Romy Whitman. You'll see Professor Whitman lead the platform party into the auditorium at that entrance there. The ceremonial mace that she will be carrying is a symbol of the university's scholarship and integrity since the 11th century. It's used to lead the academic procession at commencement and other special ceremonial occasions, signifying the importance of the event and the confirmation of the academic process. Please remain standing for the procession of faculty and graduates. Here they come. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to present Dr. Linda Deno, the Associate Dean of the College of Applied Science and Technology.
Can we have a round of applause for that wonderful band? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 2023 College of Applied Science and Technology Convocation. Please, if you would remain standing for the playing of the national anthem by, again, the Buena High School Band. Please be seated. And thank you again to the Buena High School Band. On behalf of the Arizona Board of Regents, the University of Arizona, and the faculty and staff of the College of Applied Science and Technology, it is my distinct pleasure to welcome all of you to the 2023 College of Applied Science and Technology Convocation. CAST is graduating 385 students today, the largest graduating class ever. A number of those graduates are here celebrating in person with us in the auditorium, while many others are joining us virtually from across the nation and indeed across the world. CAST's ability to provide academically rigorous, innovative educational opportunities through our state-of-the-art virtual learning environment has expanded our reach to every state in the nation and over 30 countries around the world. In the fall of 2019, when the former University of Arizona South became the College of Applied Science and Technology, CAST, we had just over 1,000 students enrolled in our degree program. This spring, that number is more than 2,200 students, an increase of over 92%. CAST has also implemented a number of exciting new undergraduate certificates available to both degree and non-degree seeking students. CAST currently has 472 students enrolled in or completing its academically rigorous, career-enhancing undergraduate certificates, more than all of the other colleges at the University of Arizona combined. If you are one of those students in the audience who has completed an undergraduate certificate this year, congratulations. Let's give them a round of applause. CAST has also seen tremendous growth across a number of other areas, welcoming many new faculty and staff to meet the demand created by our growing student body and expanding our research portfolio. Our programs continue to receive national recognition for academic excellence, and CAST leads the University of Arizona in innovative, accessible, instructional programming and technologies. We are also thrilled to announce that CAST will welcome its first graduate students to our new Master of Science in Cyber and Information Operations this fall. We're very excited about that. And by the way, graduates, apply. CAST students, faculty, and staff have been truly remarkable in their accomplishments. I'd like to put on a different hat, figuratively, for just a moment in order to highlight a particular aspect of CAST that makes me personally very, very proud. As the civilian aide to the Secretary of the Army, it gives me great pleasure to talk about CAST's extraordinary commitment to our active duty students, veteran students, and their families. CAST's percentage of military-connected students, nearly 2/3 of our student body, is greater than any other college at the University of Arizona. We also have a number of faculty, staff, and administrators. Our dean is a retired Air Force Brigadier General who have served in the armed forces. CAST's commitment to serving our active duty and veteran students and their families is a part of who we are. And it gives us great pleasure to see so many of those students among our graduates tonight. If you are an active duty military student graduate who will be commissioning into one of the service branches, please stand up and be recognized. If you are a veteran of the armed services who is graduating, please stand up and be recognized. If you are a family member of an active duty serviceman or woman or a veteran, and I have a special spot in my heart for this because I'm a military spouse, please stand up and be recognized. I'm so very proud of the entire CAST family for their commitment to excellence, for their support and encouragement for one another, and for their resilience in the face of the many challenges we have overcome these last few years. But I know that as the CAST graduating class of 2023 begins the next phase of their lives, they will be extraordinarily well prepared to solve the challenges that lay ahead. You, the graduating class of 2023, have demonstrated your resilience, your versatility, and your dedication. I know that these qualities will continue to serve you well. I would also like to extend a very special welcome to all of the families and friends who are here today to help our graduates celebrate this incredible achievement. And on behalf of the CAST graduating class of 2023, I would also like to thank those family and friends, as well as CAST faculty and staff, without whose help and support these achievements would not have been possible. Please help me in expressing our thanks to all of those who helped our graduates achieve this tremendous accomplishment. And now I would like to welcome my very dear friend and colleague, Gabriela Siqueiros, who represents CAST and supports our CAST students in Yuma. Gabby?
Buenas tardes. En nombre de la Junta de Regentes de Arizona, la Universidad de Arizona, la facultad y el personal del Colegio de Ciencia Aplicada y Tecnología, es un gran placer darles la bienvenida a todos ustedes a la convocatoria del Colegio de Ciencia y Tecnología Aplicada, CAST 2023. CAST estará graduando a 385 estudiantes hoy, la clase de graduados más grande de la historia. Varios de esos graduados están aquí celebrando en persona con nosotros en el auditorio, mientras que muchos otros se unen a nosotros virtualmente de todo el país y de hecho de todo el mundo. La capacidad de CAST para proporcionar oportunidades educativas académicamente rigurosas e innovadoras a través de nuestro entorno de aprendizaje virtual de vanguardia ha ampliado nuestro alcance a todos los estados de la nación y a más de 30 países del mundo. En el otoño del 2019, cuando la antigua Universidad de Arizona South se convirtió en la Facultad de Ciencia y Tecnología Aplicada, CAST, tuvimos poco más de 1,000 estudiantes inscritos en nuestros programas de grado. Esta primavera, ese número es más de 2,200 estudiantes, un aumento de más de 92%. CAST también ha implementado una serie de nuevos y emocionantes certificados de pregrado, disponibles tanto para estudiantes que buscan títulos como para estudiantes que no buscan títulos. CAST actualmente tiene 472 estudiantes matriculados o completando su certificado de pregrado académicamente rigurosos y que se mejoran su carrera, más que todos los demás colegios de la universidad combinados. Si usted es uno de esos estudiantes que ha completado un certificado de pregrado este año académico, felicitaciones. Démosles un aplauso. CAST también ha visto un tremendo crecimiento en serie de otras áreas, dando la bienvenida a muchos nuevos profesores y personal para satisfacer la demanda creada por nuestro creciente cuerpo estudiantil y expandiendo nuestro portafolio de investigación. Nuestros programas continúan recibiendo reconocimiento nacional por su excelencia académica y CAST lidera la Universidad de Arizona en programación y tecnologías innovadoras, accesibles e instructivas. También estamos encantados de anunciar que CAST dará la bienvenida a sus primeros estudiantes graduados a nuestra nueva maestría en Ciencias de Operaciones Cibernéticas y de Información este otoño. Los estudiantes, profesores y personal de CAST han sido realmente notables en sus logros. Estoy muy orgullosa de toda la familia CAST por su compromiso con la excelencia, por su apoyo y aliento mutuo y por su resiliencia frente a los muchos desafíos que hemos superado en los últimos años. Pero sé que a medida de la clase de graduados de CAST del 2023 comience la siguiente fase de sus vidas, estarán extraordinariamente bien preparados para resolver los desafíos que aproximan. Ustedes, la clase graduada del 2023, han demostrado su resistencia, su versatilidad y su dedicación. Sé que estas cualidades continuarán sirviéndoles bien. Me gustaría extender una bienvenida muy especial a todas las familias y amigos que están aquí hoy para ayudar a nuestros graduados a celebrar este increíble logro. Y en nombre de la clase graduada de CAST del 2023, me gustaría agradecer a esos familiares y amigos, así como a la facultad y el personal de CAST, que sin su ayuda y su apoyo, sus logros no habrían sido posibles. Por favor, ayúdenme a expresar nuestro agradecimiento a todos aquellos que ayudaron a nuestros graduados a lograr este tremendo logro.
Thank you, Gabby. Now, I would like to introduce our platform party and a few of the dignitaries who have joined us for this special occasion this afternoon. To my left is a woman that I've always admired and wanted to be like. I'm going to get this right. Senior Vice Provost, I don't have the whole thing yet. He's got it. Gail Bird. We're pleased to have Gail Bird here with us tonight. Now I'm going to ask you to hold your applause if you don't mind, because we'll never get through this. My dean, the dean of the College of Applied Science and Technology, Gary Packard. My colleague and associate dean for research and development, Dr. Nick Ray. Our distinguished speaker, Colonel Scott Mills, commander of the 355th Wing, Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, and his wife, Michelle and Ethan, who are sitting in the audience. Our department head for cyber and intelligence and information operations, Dr. Josh Paulai. That's right. Our department head for applied science, Dr. Eric Knapp. Our faculty speaker tonight, Romy Whitman. Our distinguished student speakers, Jeffrey Strauss, graduating with a Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership and Regional Commerce, and Justin Caiston, graduating with a Bachelor of Applied Science in Cyber Operations. Our Cochise County School Superintendent and my very longtime good friend, Dr. Jackie Clay. The Cochise College Executive Vice President for Academics, James Perry. University South Foundation President, Penny Brondrum, excuse me. Dr. Caleb Simmons, I'm going to try to get all of his titles right. Newly promoted to full professor of religious studies and executive director of Arizona Online, Distance and Community Continuing Education. In the audience tonight, we have Economic Development Manager of the City of Sierra Vista, Tony Boone, City Council persons Mark Rodriguez and Carolyn Umphrey, and the Mayor of the City of Sierra Vista, Clea McCaw, excuse me, I always say that wrong. We have the Mayor of Huachuca City, Joan Wallace, Cochise County Sheriff, Mark Daniels and his wife, Nikki Daniels, Fort Huachuca DTT CG, it's a fancy title he's got, Pete Don, Fry Fire District Fire Chief Mark Savage, Sierra Vista Herald Review, Jennifer Sorensen, University of Arizona Dean of the College of Architecture, Planning and Landscape Architecture, Dr. Nancy Pollock Edwards and her guests, The CEO of the Sierra Vista Area Chamber of Commerce, Melanie Edwards-Barton. And one more time, I'd just like to give a round of applause for our Buena High School Band Director, who's disappeared now, Bradley Gallant. Thank you. Thank you all of you for honoring us with your presence tonight. It means a great deal to us. It is now my pleasure to introduce the Dean of Applied Science and Technology, Dr. Gary Packard. Please help me welcome him.
How about a thank you for Dr. Deno and the wonderful job she does for us every year. Well, welcome everybody. I'll say a few words later, but it's my distinct honor and privilege to introduce one of our senior military leaders here in Southern Arizona. Colonel Scott Mills is the commander of the 355th Wing at Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, Arizona. He is responsible for one of the largest installations and flying operations in the United States Air Force, with 34 mission partners, more than 46,000 personnel, 152 aircraft, 51 billion with a B dollars, and assets in 25 squadrons. The wing provides A-10 Thunderbolt II aircraft for close air support and forward air control, combat support, and medical forces for combatant commander requirements worldwide. The 355th Wing also provides combat search and rescue personnel recovery capabilities and serves as the Air Combat Command Executive Agent for Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces and Strategic Arms Reduction Treaty Compliance. Prior to coming to Tucson, Colonel Mills served as the Special Advisor to the Undersecretary of the Air Force for International Affairs on F-35 programs. He previously commanded the 66th Weapons School, where he produced both A-10 and Joint Terminal Attack Control weapons officers. He has also served as a political military strategist on the Joint Staff J5, Deputy Director for Joint Strategic Plans at the Pentagon, and a graduate and distinguished graduate from the School of Advanced Air and Space Studies and Air Command and Staff College. Colonel Mills received his commission for the U.S. Air Force Academy in 1999. He is a command pilot with more than 2,400 flying hours, including over 300 combat hours, in support of operations in enduring freedom and Iraqi freedom, where he's also served as a battle air liaison officer. Please help me recognize a great patriot and a great service member, Colonel Scott Mills.
Thank you, Dean Packard. Thank you for having me here. It is a true honor to stand here with you today and with all of you as well. Now, I have good news and then I've got some bad news. And what I would ask is that we just keep it between us. The first part is that I actually went on ChatGPT and I said, I need you to write me a speech. And it's gotta be heartfelt. I need tears in the audience. Then I need some laughter. I need all of that. And I read it. It was beautiful. I cried, I laughed, and then I had to burn it because I cannot accept that it was better than me. So that's the bad news. I'm sorry, this is more of a bad situation we're in right now. So you actually have to listen to the thing that I wrote instead. First and foremost, to the faculty and the administration of the College of Applied Science and Technology, thank you. Thank you for the time. Thank you for the time you've put into these students. Thank you for the amazing work that you've done with them. Thank you for your partnership with the Department of Defense and the United States Air Force, for your focus on education, your focus on research opportunities, highlighting problem solving, and our ability to look into the future and understand not only what does right look like, but how do we get there and how do we get there faster. To all the families here today, thank you as well. Thank you for your tireless support. Thank you for those late nights. Thank you for reading those papers that may or may not have been written by ChatGPT. Thank you for all that you put into them, because what you put into them is what they're going to bring out to the world. So thank you for that. To all of the graduates, first, congratulations. It is amazing to be here with you as we look into the future, this amazing field that you're joining. Ray Kurzweil writes about the future a lot. He writes about technologies that a decade ago seemed like science fiction and today we take as commonplace. What I would say is that while all of these things that he's predicted, while some have come true and some haven't, what has amazed people the most is the pace at which it's happened, the pace at which it continues to happen and how that pace is ever quickening. That future is going to be filled with amazing things, wonderful inventions, amazing advancements, and risk and danger. And that's the world that you're charging into. That's the world that you're being asked to lead into. What I would ask today is that as you sit there and you think about not only where will you be in 1 year, in 5 years, in 10 years, think of that destination. Picture that with me. You don't have to close your eyes, it's okay. But picture it. Where are you going to be? You may not be able to predict the technologies, but I think you can picture where you'll be, that destination, that clearing at the end of a path. And rather than dwell on that, because I know that my destination when I sat in your shoes was I just wanted to fly the A-10 Warthog. That was it. That was my clearing. That was the path where I wanted to go. So rather than talk to you about your destination, I'd like to ask from you 4 things. 4 things from your path. That's all. First, I just want your path to be yours. It has to be about you, for you, because of you. It doesn't mean being selfish. It doesn't mean putting your needs in front of anyone else's. It means that you've got to choose that first step and you've got to choose the last step. It's got to be yours. People ask me oftentimes why I joined the military. Was it because my father served in the military before me? And while that certainly influenced me, I could say absolutely not. I joined because I knew what my destination was. And joining the military was the path that I wanted to own to get to that destination of flying an A-10. So I ask first that you seek a path that is yours and yours alone. And while you're out there seeking this path that's yours, you're going to meet people. And good people. But you won't always disagree, because while I believe that most people, are intrinsically good, that doesn't mean you'll share their perspective. It doesn't mean you'll agree with them. And in those moments when you find yourself faced with someone who has a different perspective that you disagree with, I ask that you seek proximity. It's amazing how your perspective changes the closer you get to someone. When we're standing close, different apart, this podium looks incredibly different to you than it does to me, but if we close the distance between the two of us, it'd be amazing how much our visions would be shared. And that's all I ask. Close the distance between those people that you disagree with. Only at a distance we can't have a conversation, so close that distance, engage in proximity, start that conversation, and find a way forward. And while you're on that path that is yours, and you're seeking proximity, there'll be times you'll run into something you never intended. Times where things go worse than you expected. Now, bearing on your perspective, when I joined the military, I was about to become a combat mission-ready A-10 pilot on the eve of September 11th. And again, whether you see that as a good opportunity or bad, I was immediately pushed into deployments, time away from family. 4 times in 3 years, both as a ground controller and in the air. And if there's ever a place that you think about leaving your path, it is going to be in a place like that. That is a place devoid of hope. And that's what I would ask, that you seek hope. How did I do that at that point was that I remembered why I had hope. I had hope because of the people that were standing next to me. I had hope because I believed in the people that stood around me. And I had belief in the people that I was surrounded with in this country. I believed in you. That's where my hope came from. So seek hope in those times when you're not quite sure where this path is going and you can't quite see the next step forward. Remember, if you believe in the people you are with and you believe in where you are going, that's all you need. So seek hope. Now, while you're out there on the path that is yours and you're seeking proximity from those people you disagree with and you're seeking hope in those times that are a little bit darker than others, my last ask is that you would seek service. Now, it's a strange thing hearing someone in uniform asking you to seek service. But I believe that in the last 20 years, we've equated the word service to a military uniform, to a fire department, a police department, a first responder. That's what we equate service to. What I would ask is that you remember the basis to give. And I would ask that in your path that you seek to give and to be of service. Find someone that needs something more than you. Find a way that you can give back to the people sitting around you, to your family, to your community, to your country. Find a way to serve. Now, when you're on that path that is yours, you're seeking proximity from people you don't agree with, you're looking for hope when maybe times aren't going that well, and you're seeking those ways to serve, what I can promise you is in that moment, that destination that you just pictured, it will not matter. Your destination won't define you, but your path will. So if you seek that path that is yours, you seek proximity, you seek hope, and you seek service, I promise you that path will lead you exactly where you want to go. My destination is no longer to fly an A-10. I don't know that it ever was, but my path was right. My path took me to a place where I wanted to go, and it will do the same for you. Congratulations on everything you've achieved. Congratulations on everything you will achieve. And thank you for being here tonight. Thanks, Steve.
Thank you so much for those inspiring, sad, happy remarks. They really were. Please join us in honoring Colonel Scott Mills as we present a small token of our appreciation. Dr. Packard will present Colonel Mills with a plaque made of wood sourced from the local area, shaped as the state of Arizona and bearing the college seal. The plaque reads, "With sincere gratitude and deep appreciation to Colonel Scott C. Mills, commander of the 355th Wing, Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, Arizona, College of Applied Science and Technology 2023 Convocation Speaker." Thank you again for your inspiring words of wisdom to the graduating students of the class of 2023 from the College of Applied Science and Technology. The faculty, staff, and students at the College of Applied Science and Technology, along with the community partners at the University of Arizona's Sierra Vista campus, are deeply grateful for your support for higher education in Southern Arizona. Before we go on to our next speaker, I have a mea culpa. I somehow manage every year, even if it's in the script, to leave off somebody from that I'm supposed to recognize. But this year, it was a real mess up, because the person I forgot to recognize, Dr. Bird and I were talking about when we were standing outside in line waiting to come in. And I said, "Do you think I'm the luckiest person in the university?" And she said, "Absolutely, because I've been fortunate to have as my assistant dean of curriculum and academic affairs." I don't know, she does everything. I can't even keep it straight. Dr. Nicole Contag, please help me thank her for everything she has done. She and her team are responsible for a good portion of that 92% growth. So I feel really terrible. I don't know how I missed it, but I've made up for it. And again, thank you, Nicole. Our next speaker is Romy Carol Whitman, who is Program Director for and teaches in our organizational leadership and regional commerce programs, CAST Senator on the University of Arizona Faculty Senate, and immediate past president of the CAST Faculty Forum. Please help me welcome Professor Whitman. Thank you.
Good evening, everybody. I have some prepared remarks to give you on behalf of the faculty. However, before I get into that, I want to say a couple of things just personally from the heart. As a professor and program director in this program, it has been transformational for me personally because of the impression that my students have made on me. CAST serves typically a non-traditional student, and what that means is it's not the typical 18-year-old going off to a four-year university, going and living in the dorms and doing rush and spring break and all that stuff. These are folks that are working full-time and juggling family and school. And I was so drawn to that. I'm a non-traditional faculty member. I started out in life working in marketing and communications and rose through the ranks doing that, but was really unfulfilled. And when I had the opportunity to become full-time faculty at CAST with this amazing student body, I didn't even look back. And I'm so thankful to be here today and to congratulate each and every one of you. And I want you to remember this. Celebrate yourself. Celebrate yourself tonight or the rest of the week. The rest of the month, go nuts. But you earned it. And don't forget that this is a tremendous achievement and you owe it to yourselves to celebrate that. So now I'll get to my prepared remarks. So graduates of the College of Applied Science and Technology, as faculty members, it's our honor to celebrate your achievement today. You've shown incredible determination, perseverance, and dedication to earn your degree from the University of Arizona's College of Applied Science and Technology. We are so immensely proud of you. Many of you have taken a non-traditional path to get here today. You may have started your academic journey elsewhere or taken time away from school to pursue other opportunities or raise a family. You may have had to balance a full-time job with your studies or faced other obstacles. But despite these challenges, you never gave up. You had a goal in mind and you were determined to achieve it. And today you have. Today you earn your degree from the College of Applied Science and Technology, and we are thrilled to celebrate this with you. But beyond the pride and satisfaction that comes with completing a degree, this accomplishment is a symbol of all of your hard work and everything you've overcome. As fully online students, you've had to navigate entirely different learning environments than traditional students. You've had to learn how to manage your time effectively and balance your studies with all of your many other obligations, and find ways to stay motivated and engaged in your coursework while relying on technology to connect with professors and classmates to access the resources you need to succeed. But through all these challenges, you did it. You persevered. You have demonstrated a remarkable ability to adapt to new situations and to find innovative solutions to problems. These are skills that will serve you well in whatever you choose to do from here on out. As you move forward, I want to offer you a few pieces of advice. First, remember that your education and your learning doesn't end here. The knowledge and skills you've gained during your time at the university are just the beginning. Your field is constantly evolving, and we encourage you to continue learning and growing in that field. More importantly, remember that your education isn't just about the knowledge and skills you've gained. It's about the person you've become. You probably feel a little bit different than you did when you started on this journey. You've evolved. That will continue happening throughout your life, and embrace that. You have developed the resilience and determination to overcome obstacles, the ability to think critically and solve complex problems, and the communication and collaboration skills to work effectively with others, both in person and remotely. These qualities are a testament to your character, and they will serve you well. As you move forward, nurture this and seek out opportunities to keep that learning going. Remember also that you're not alone. As fully online students, you might have felt at times disconnected from the larger community of the university, but you are part of a community of scholars and innovators who are making a real difference in the world. You have the support of family, friends, and loved ones, and now you have this guidance and support and mentorship of the faculty of the College of Applied Science and Technology. You are not just graduating today, you are joining a network of alumni who are making a positive impact in their communities, in their fields, and in the world. You have the power to continue this legacy, and I have no doubt that each and every one of you will make a difference in this world. And as I said before, remember to celebrate your accomplishments. You've worked so hard to get here. How many nights were you up working on papers or challenging assignments and stressing out about graduating? Well, you did it. You did it. You made it. And that is a remarkable achievement. And I want you to celebrate that today. I'm taking my hat off because it's trying to fall off my head. So as you leave this ceremony today, reflect on how far you've come and take pride in that. Remember those obstacles that are in the rear view, and remember the relationships you've formed. I encourage you to maintain contact with some of the students that you had classes with and your faculty. We're here as a resource for you as you move on to the next stage of your life. Remember, the future is yours to create. On behalf of the faculty and staff of the College of Applied Science and Technology, I offer my heartfelt congratulations to each and every one of you We're honored to have been part of your journey, and we wish you the best of luck on you embark on your next chapter. Thank you.
Thank you, Romy. It is now my pleasure to introduce our first student speaker, Jeffrey Strauss. Jeff is graduating summa cum laude with a Bachelor of Applied Science in Organizational Leadership and a minor in Africana Studies. He has nearly 2 decades worth of experience across the technology world at all levels and has worked for companies such as Twitter, Netflix, Snap Inc., and Tinder. The College of Applied Science and Technology is fortunate to have such a dedicated, hardworking student. Jeff is now planning to take his newly honed knowledge, skills, and abilities to another level, as he will take his leadership to even greater heights while he pursues a doctoral degree in leadership. Jeff exemplifies what it means to be future-focused, career-ready. Please help me welcome Jeffrey Strauss.
Fellow graduates, we made it. Congratulations on this exceptional achievement. I am honored and privileged to be speaking to you today. My personal road to standing here was long and winding, but the reward of standing among you, my dedicated classmates, mentors, and teachers, made every minute of the journey worthwhile. I'm graduating with a degree in organizational leadership, which has been a passion of mine for the past 10 of my 20-plus year career. I came back to school after working in industry because I wanted to augment my practical skills with a foundation in formal education. And it was one of the best decisions I have ever made. You are graduating with a world-class education that will serve as a cornerstone for your future successes in so many areas of your life. I speak from experience, as I've reaped the rewards of our education through advancements in my career and deeper, more trusting, and more understanding relationships in both my professional and my personal life. Some of you know the feeling. If you haven't experienced it yet, then you have something to look forward to. I'd like to take my final moments to thank a few people who made a very big impact on me. Doctors Brandy Perkle, Aaron Tesh, Tani Sanchez, Praise Zenenga, Treya Allen, and Jennifer Donahue, and Professors Romy Whitman and Emily Carroll. Because of you and all of the incredible faculty and staff that helped keep this institution running, we've become better leaders and mentors. We've become clearer thinkers. We're more understanding, thoughtful, and compassionate. Personally, I'm a better husband in my interracial marriage. I'm a brother more capable of dialogue and rational argument with my siblings, with whom I disagree on many topics. And we all have the pride and confidence that comes with claiming University of Arizona graduate as an academic achievement. May you embark on your personal journey with a sure foot and a steady hand, supported by the foundation of your experience here, knowing that you will make your mark on the world. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jeff. It is now my pleasure to introduce our second student speaker, Justin Keystone? Keystone. I said it wrong the last time. I thought I did. Justin is the epitome of the non-traditional student. Is that a good thing? Overcoming daunting challenges and life circumstances. Justin is graduating cum laude with a Bachelor of Applied Science in Applied Computing. We are overjoyed to welcome Justin and celebrate with him as he realizes his academic goals. Please help me welcome Justin Keystone.
Well, good evening, administrators, faculty, graduates, family, and friends. My name is Justin Keystone, and today I'm graduating with a Bachelor of Applied Science degree. My fellow graduates, I'd like to share my challenges to graduate. One of my favorite actors, Morgan Freeman, was quoted saying, "Challenge yourself. It's the only path which leads to growth." My path started over 25 years ago when I became a staff member of the University of Arizona. I started taking in-person on-campus classes. During my lunch break, that's when I was faced my first life challenge. I became a father of 2 sons. I paused my academic studies to raise and nurture my sons. Fast forward several years, I still didn't have much time for my studies as I became a dad taxi, taking my sons to after-school activities. I met my challenge by attending community college in the evening. That was a challenge in itself, as I had no one to watch my sons. And then later on, when classes started being online, I started taking online classes via the internet to get back into schooling and my education. My goal was to go back to school at the University of Arizona. Then Arizona Online was launched, which offered the chance to earn a fully online degree. All my life challenges up to this point have been overcome. An Arizona Online enrollment counselor assisted me in finding an education path, which also incorporated with my employment at the time. Then that became a challenge. As one of my choices I chose was informatics, that program was no longer being offered. Later on down the road, I worked with my academic advisor and was switched into digital design emphasis. That was no longer being offered. I had one class left to take and then finish that emphasis. And I completed it by doing an independent study. Thank you, Dr. Ryan Strait. Even though COVID-19 was a challenge for all of us, Arizona Online and the College of Applied Science and Technology prepared me to continue my studies without any interruptions. Now I've come full circle with my path and has led me to be a staff member of the enrollment and recruitment team of Arizona Online. Today, I'm assisting in enrolling the next class of online students for the University of Arizona. I would like to leave you with a final closing quote from Oprah Winfrey. Challenges are gifts that force us to search for a new center of gravity. Don't fight them, just find a new way to stand. Well, today I'm standing and I'm graduating with you all this evening. Congratulations, class of 2023, and go Cats.
Thank you, Justin. It is now my distinct pleasure to introduce my friend and our CAST Associate Dean for Research and Development, my very good friend, Dr. Nicole Ray. You think I'd know it by now? Nick Ray. Dr. Ray will be honoring our outstanding CAST students, staff, and faculty.
Thank you, Dean Dano. Well, good evening. We have some very special awards and recognitions to present today, both to our students, our faculty, and our staff. We at CAST are extremely proud of our students' achievements, and at this time, I would like to recognize all those students who have achieved superior scholarship in their work leading to the bachelor's degree. So please stand when I call your category. Cum laude, achieving a grade point average of 3.5 to 3.699. Please stand. Cum laude graduates. And now magna cum laude, those with a grade point average of 3.7 to 3.899. Please stand. Congratulations. And finally, the summa cum laude graduates with a grade point average of 3.9 or higher. Please stand. Thank you. Congratulations. Some of our graduates will have their academic distinction conferred after the spring semester, and we welcome these students to stand as well, if there's anybody in that category. Okay. I would now like to invite the University South Foundation President, Penny Brondum, to join me. Each year, we ask for nominations from our faculty and staff of our most outstanding students. And this year, through a very generous donation from the University South Foundation, thank you, Penny, we will be awarding 2 students, one from each of our departments. Each student will be awarded a monetary prize from the foundation for their outstanding academic achievement in each of their fields. These students have fulfilled one or more of the following criteria to receive this award: a minimum of a 3.5 grade point average, support and leadership to their class, involvement in the community or service, and an outstanding practicum or internship. The Outstanding Student Award for Applied Science goes to Adam Dallas Livingston. The Outstanding Student Award for Cyber Intelligence and Information Operations goes to Jeffrey Strauss. The University South Foundation has also generously supported the faculty, adjunct faculty, and staff of the College of Applied Science and Technology for many years with a monetary prize. This year, we have 4 awards in this area, recognizing the contributions provided by those who are here to support our students. The Outstanding Faculty Award goes to Dr. Dalal Al-Harti. Yeah. Dalal. The Outstanding Adjunct Faculty Award goes to Dr. Maggie Allen. Doctor. The Outstanding Staff Award goes to Mr. Tommy Rawls. Tommy?
Back in here somewhere.
Is he there? Yeah. And our Outstanding Innovator Award goes to Ms. Ariella McGeechee. There she is. Congratulations, Ariella. Okay, thank you all very much.
I'm now pleased to invite back to the podium Dean Gary Packard.
Thank you, Linda. It's my pleasure to introduce Dr. Gail Bird, the Senior Vice Provost for Academic Affairs, Teaching and Learning at the University of Arizona. She is a University Distinguished Professor in Molecular and Cellular Biology with a joint appointment in Cellular and Molecular Medicine. Her research focus is on development and neuroplasticity in the vertebrate olfactory system and the scholarship of teaching and learning. Dr. Bird earned her BA in biology at Trenton State College, now the College of New Jersey, her PhD in neurobiology from the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, performed postdoctoral research at Worcester Foundation for Experimental Biology and at Massachusetts General Hospital at the Harvard Medical School. And she served as an assistant professor at Rockefeller University and began her faculty position at the University of Arizona in 1985. Dr. Bird's list of accomplishments, honors, and affiliations is much too long and distinguished to list everything here tonight. So I will offer just a few highlights. She is a fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, serves on the board of directors for the University of Arizona Global Campus, and led the University of Arizona's successful Higher Learning Commission reaffirmation of accreditation. Please join me in welcoming to the podium Dr. Gail Bird.
Well, good evening, and it's my pleasure to congratulate all the graduates on behalf of the President and Provost of the University of Arizona. At the University of Arizona, we're driven by our purpose to expand human potential by working together, exploring new horizons, and enriching life for all. The College of Applied Science and Technology is at the forefront of the most demanding and innovative era of technology. And I'll talk a little bit about that. CAST is ranked by academic influence with Purdue University as the top 2 universities teaching online bachelor's degrees in cybersecurity. Pretty good. But it is one of the most successful programs in preparing career-ready graduates. Today, we are faced with greatest need ever for cybersecurity and intelligence and information gathering experts. So we need you, graduates. According to the recent Forbes magazine in 2021, we saw a record number of ransom attacks. Not surprisingly, there were also 3.5 million cyber positions needed that year. So I don't think this program can fill all that, but we're trying. Yeah, okay. So that's the technology side. But a colleague of mine gave me this book last night. It's called Humility in the New Smart, Rethinking Human Excellence in the Smart Machine Age by Hess and Ludwig. And I just want to read you a little bit that I managed to get through early this morning. So what is the likely impact of technology? So this really gets to all the people who are not necessarily in technology, but are thinking that they need to support those people with technology. So it goes to say, the best research and the Bank of England indicates there's a high probability that technology will replace 47% of the jobs, the US jobs. As many million US employers and workers within the next 10 to 20 years. 47%. So think about that. We heard about Chat GPT, and a colleague of mine is thinking, well, this is a technology we can use, but you still have to learn how to write somehow. Okay, so going on, they go on to say, the consensus view is that humans will be needed to perform those skills that either complement technology or constitute machines, what machines can't do yet. And, given time, maybe HAL from Space Odyssey will come back. But I think it's important for us to realize that it's not all about technology, although that's very important. So the skills that they, in this book, indicate will be needed are critical thinking, innovative thinking, creativity, kind of high emotional and engagement with others that foster relationship building and collaboration. So these are the smart machine skills. So how does that relate to you? Not everybody's getting a technology degree here today, and we still need people to work with those people who are getting the technology degree. Maybe who could actually write, maybe GPT will do it, but they could actually write the documents for the technology that's coming out in English so we could understand what's going on. But collectively, the technologist in the room and the non-technologist in the room, you're entering a workforce at a critical time. And I just heard something on NPR this morning that said that the highest number of college graduates getting jobs right out of college is the highest now that it's been in many years. So good on you. Go for it. The critical skills that you've gained during your time at CAST place you in a significant position to help the nation moving forward. We are inspired by you and the future you will create because we're counting on you. As you make your way in the world, you will undoubtedly continue to learn a lot, as we've already heard. You will gain experience, more skills, make new connections, and will continue to learn about who you are, as we heard from the commander, and what you want to contribute to the world. As you forge ahead, always remember our wildcat values: integrity, compassion, exploration, adaptation, inclusion, and determination. Some of those go along with what I just read to you in the book on humanity. Be honest, respectful, and just, and you will never lose your way as you move forward in the world. Take care of yourself and each other. Throughout the pandemic, we have realized how precious that is. You've also learned to be incredibly flexible. You know, remember in 2020, when we flipped in 2 weeks from being, you wouldn't know, but I know, I was teaching then. We flipped from teaching in person to being online. That adaptation was critical. And some people had some challenges, but those that looked through that and worked hard through that period were able to come out at the other end stronger because of it. Surround yourself with diverse cultures and perspectives. It is when we step out of our comfort zones that we can truly impact change and grow. Your generation has endured major global events with grit and determination, which I know they help you with at this institution. They give you that as a determination to complete this degree. You persevered. In times of struggle, remember that you can do the hard thing and hope, and I hope that you will hold the sense of wonder with you as you go throughout the world. Wildcats, it's now your time to take the reins. Keep your values close to your heart, and success will always find you. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Gail, very much.
Yeah.
Linda wants to reintroduce me. You already know who I am, so we won't do that again. Thank you, Gail. I really appreciate your comments to us today and for all of our speakers today. So here's the thing, as the Dean of the College of Applied Science and Technology, I get to be the last person standing between you and this stage and getting recognized and graduating. So you have to listen to me for at least a little bit longer. This is a special day. And we go through these ceremonies and we celebrate these things in this way in the tradition of academics, much like there are traditions in the military, because they matter. They mark a commemoration of what you've accomplished, not just for you, but for your family, for our community partners, for our college partners. And we're almost there. And so you'll hear a couple of themes for me that have been consistent, some thank yous, some talk about technology. Yes, you're going to hear about ChatGPT again, and I'll explain to you why in just a second. I am convinced that somebody's go out and do a study that the most talked about technology at every commencement at every university in this nation this year is going to be ChatGPT. Never have I seen a technology take over a group of organizations as much as I've seen this technology consume us this semester, and that's an important point we need to talk about. So let me start with some thank yous. I would like to extend first my sincere thanks to your families and friends of the graduates that are sitting here today to provide the unwavering support throughout your academic journey. Give them a big round of applause for their encouragement and guidance. Secondly, I want to extend a heartfelt appreciation to our esteemed faculty, one of which, if you haven't noticed, is sitting on a screen over here as a virtual person. If you've not met her, go find her afterwards and talk to her. She'll talk to you from somewhere other than Sierra Vista. But also our dedicated advisors, our staff members and administrators that have ensured your time in CAST has been as impactful as possible. It's the dedication of these professionals and their passion for teaching and service that help our graduates develop the knowledge and skills necessary to excel in their respective fields. Our partners play a vital role in what we do, whether they are college partners, whether they are community partners, either here or sitting out here in the audience. You can see the embracement of what we do as a university matters. And I would like to express my sincere thanks and gratitude to them for their support as well. Community contributions and partnerships allow our graduates to become well-rounded professionals equipped with the necessary tools to tackle the challenges of the future. And a special thank, Penny, to you and your team at the South Foundation. They raise funds not only for supporting our faculty and staff, funds for this ceremony that we run today, but most importantly, funds for some of the graduates that are sitting out there to help them with the cost of college. So thank you so much to the University of South Foundation. They truly do provide a margin of excellence for this college. Although our cybersecurity program is by far our largest program, we are proud to celebrate the diverse range of degrees that our graduates have achieved, including intelligence and information operations, applied computing, government and public service, organizational leadership and regional commerce, human services, administration of justice, and early childhood education. We have these programs because we believe that this diversity of expertise and knowledge at the convergence of technology, society, and the human will enable our graduates to navigate the complex challenges of the future. Graduate, this semester, and I think I can say this unequivocally, you have experienced the most rapid development of history of technology in any given semester I have ever seen, and I think that humanity has ever seen, with the release of ChatGPT. If you're not familiar with ChatGPT in the audience, it is an artificial intelligence program that can interact with humans using natural language. It's kind of like having a conversation with a computer program that can understand what you're saying and respond in a way that sounds like a human. Think of it as a digital assistant that can help you with tasks, answer your questions, or just chat with you like a friend. And to prove my point, that description of ChatGPT was written by ChatGPT. In fact, this entire graduation address was written with the partnership of my new digital assistant, ChatGPT. And I share your sentiment earlier, Colonel Mills, and I'm glad you brought this up because I too was nervous about, I am not a digital native by any stretch of the imagination. But the reality is I'm the dean of a college of applied science technology whose purpose is to create graduates who are future focused and career ready. And if I, as your dean, cannot embrace this technology and figure out how to make my life better with it, how can I expect you to do the same? And so that's why I've done this. And so this is kind of like my digital assistant. I'm sure Colonel Mills has done this in the past. I've had an executive officer as a senior officer who's helped me write things. We'd go back and forth. Hey, write me a letter for this. No, that's not quite what I'm looking like. Let's change this. Let's tweak this. That's what I did. I used it as this partner, not just something to take over the writing for me, but somebody to make my thoughts better. That's how we embrace technology. So graduates, think about this. When your semester started last January, ChatGPT was at best for most of us an interesting curiosity, and many of us had never heard about it before. By spring break, it was in the news daily. By April, it had changed the way we think about information, security, education, healthcare, and human-machine learning. I have not seen the Chronicle of Higher Education zero in on a topic as heavy as they have as ChatGPT in such a short period of time. By the end of this calendar year, ChatGPT's capability will improve to the point that its current capability that we are worried about today will look like child's play. Thankfully, and I can say this with confidence, your degrees have prepared you for this challenge of your future. You are future-focused and career-ready. You are equipped with the knowledge, skills, and resilience that you will need to succeed in your chosen careers in our rapidly changing world. And we're depending on that. So graduates, as you embark on your next chapter, I encourage you to stay curious. By all means, keep learning, because what you think you know today may not be what you need to know tomorrow. And embrace the realities of what this future world is going to bring to your future. Don't just adapt to change, predict change, and stay ahead of it. That's the challenge that we have before us. So I'll leave you a quote by Jeannie Rometty, former CEO of IBM, who said, "Don't let others define you. You define yourself. You chart the course for your future." This quote highlights the importance of self-reliance and self-determination in a world that is rapidly evolving. It emphasizes the need to stay future-focused and always be ahead of the changes that your future will certainly bring. So let me offer, before we start bringing you up, to give you your recognition of the earning of your bachelor's degree. Congratulations. Well done. And thank everyone in this room for joining us on such a special occasion.
Thank you, Dean Packard. I think that's cheating a little bit, by the way. I'd have to mark you down for that. I know, well. We are now at the moment in the program for which you have all been waiting, the conferral of degrees to our 2023 CAST graduates. This process will honor not only the graduates who are with us in person, in the auditorium with us this evening, but also those graduates who are joining us virtually, as I mentioned before, from around the state, the country, and the world. This and to all of you out there watching us, watching the live stream YouTube, understand that our the same thoughts we're giving to the graduates in this auditorium go to you also. Some of us have become close friends with people that we've never met, who might be on a float in the Mediterranean, who might be trying to get out of Ukraine in the middle of a conflict that they weren't expecting. You know, some crazy stories have happened to our students because we have such a wide reach across the world. But we do want you to know, if you're listening, watching online, that we're celebrating your graduation as well. Each of our graduating students had the opportunity to submit their pictures and thanks or favorite quote. The students here in the auditorium with us today will now line up and proceed across the stage to receive their honors. Please join me in welcoming back to the podium Dean Packard, Dr. Bird, and Colonel Mills, who will be handing out the graduates' recognition. Thank you.
following, can you hear me? The following students have earned a baccalaureate degree in Administration of Justice. Diana Elizabeth Livingston. Raina Roundtree Bittnar. Emily Nicole Zurich. Isabella House. Rocio Davis. Jesus Basilio Sanchez. Reina Denise Hernandez. Please join us as we recognize each graduate who has earned their baccalaureate degree in Administration of Justice and are attending this ceremony virtually. Peter Charles Brenner. Wesley Alexander D'Alessio. Giovanni Isabel Galindo Leiva. Dominic Pucci. Amanda Carmelita Castro, and Abigail Rose Hayes. The following students have earned a baccalaureate degree in applied computing. Eric Adrian Castillo. Justin Keaston. Allison Jerome Thomas, Jr. John Paul Simmel. Jonathan D. McCoy. Larry Cornell Gaines, Jr. Please join us as we recognize each graduate who has earned the baccalaureate degree in applied computing and are attending this ceremony virtually. Emerald Bismatputra. Pedro Andre Briceño Villegas. Amy Carissa Buchek. Justin David Chasney. Aaron Inui. Valentina Rendon Duque. Andrés Roberto Santamaria. Tara Siebel. Andrés Velázquez. Austin Yeager. Luis A. Barrera Castrejón. Christian Kanazilski. Christopher Wilburn. Please join us as we now recognize each graduate who has earned the baccalaureate degree in cyber operations. Shannon Cody. Marco Jesus Franco. Alina Lin. Aiden J. Fredericks. Ashley Nicole Jackson. Julia Marie Smaby. Roberto Andrés Aponte Meléndez. Daniel Pacheco. Matthew Josiah Jackson. Kyle Mason Kroll. Justin Arles McCrary. Christopher Mohammed El Hahali. Christian Robbins. Alexander Joseph Rentschler. Stephen Brian Hicks. John P. Shaw. Allison T. Gilliland. Christina Stansel. Kelly Marie Oreb. Faith Ann Kent. Madison Paige Hinman. Erica M. Green. Sadie Rose Belton. Jocelyn Valenzuela. Miguel Ángel Ávila. Peter Reethy. Austin Bradley Hedgelin. Gabriel Rene Arellano. Carolina Bermudez. Brittany Almick. Abdul Kader Abdul Osman. William M. Owsley. Please join us as we recognize each graduate who has earned the baccalaureate degree in cyber operations and are attending this ceremony virtually. Christian Bauman. Andrew William Clopton. Alexander Coleman. Braden Nicholas Diaz. Edward Isaiah Fragio, Jr. Jeb Stewart Galasco. Nicholas William Gimbel. Mateo Jude Herrera. Cassie Hayen. William Kane Holzauer. Corey Shannon Jasmine. Nathan Maddock. Abisai Ochoa. Nicole Parmentier. Corbett Perry. Emmanuel Quiñones Rosa. Bryn Michaela Popovich. Andrew Delara Rodriguez. Amir Ali Setude. John Sharza. Lucas Smith. Franklin Edward Stevens. Michael David Sword. Derek Terini. Miguel Angel Villegas. Christopher David Williams Rubalcaba. Ashley Megan Luiton. John Patrick Shaw II. Grant David Bowman. Celine Gonzalez. Dawson Grant Lowry. Justin Gregory Owens. Itzayana Melgoza. Thomas Sylvester. William Gilbert Ritchie. Philip Henry. Eddie De Jesus Jr. Hans Andrew Deskin. Emmanuel Henao. Kyla Hollingsworth. Casey May Holbert. Jeff Jensen. Shanika P. Ramirez. John Matthew Ruiz. Robert Cluck. And Adam Dallas Livingston. The following students have earned the baccalaureate degree in Government and Public Service. Oh, thank you. Melissa M. Kaplan. Yvette Alejandra Renova. Fernanda Yanaí Reyes Aguilar. Please join us as we recognize each graduate who has earned a baccalaureate degree in Government and Public Service and are attending this ceremony virtually. Zoe Perchaluk and William Michael Owsley. These graduates earned the baccalaureate degree in Human Services. Alicia Hamilton. Montserrat La Madrid. Amy Carolina Miranda. Gabriela Miranda. Yolanda Reyes. Natalie Cervantes. Deyanira Ramos. Rondale Burns. Joel Fernando Zamudio. Please join us as we recognize each graduate who has earned the baccalaureate degree in human services who are attending this ceremony virtually. Jill Mary Clark. Joshua David Kaminsky. The following graduates have earned the baccalaureate degree in early childhood education. Alexis Marie Moraga. April Amanda McLeish. The following students earned the baccalaureate degree in early childhood education and are attending this ceremony virtually. Madison Ryan LaMonica. Sheila May O'Hara. Jennifer Renee Romo. Celesta Moon Saucedo. And Joseph Robert Romo. The following students have earned the baccalaureate degree in Intelligence and Information Operations. Frankie Barrios. Walker Allen White. Amanda Marie Vidimos. Kristen Bowman. Ryan Michael Guffey. Shelby Lauren Soto. Jonathan Robert Lowry. Edwin Resendiz. Dustin McKinley Hampton. Miranda Kate Pesci. Caleb Q. Hodges. Assad Jaffrey. Trista Reese. Please join us as we recognize each graduate who has earned the baccalaureate degree in Intelligence and Information Operations and are attending this ceremony virtually. Daniel Alexander McGinnis. Grady Kenneth Allen. Brittany Nicole Burgess. Angelo Jean-Pierre Cueva Leo. Jennifer Nicole Denton. Suzanne Elizabeth Fry. Kyle Goodrich. Jeremy Hobbs, Ju Young Kim, Travis Matthew Peterson, Sarah Isabel Trujillo, Chase White, Alan Millot, Raven M. LaBerry, Jesus Cortez, Jason Blake DuPont, Joseph Stephen Spicer, Nicholas Young, Ryan Corrigan, Ashton Marie Jacob. The following students have earned the baccalaureate degree in organizational leadership and regional commerce. Arlene Yvette Garcia. Isela Murley. Matthew Allen Mayo. John Williams. David H. Rafali. Alexandra K. Nidifer. Jesus Edgardo Preciado. Roland Rosario Snyder. Arnoldo Pareda. Stacy Harris. Cruz Silva. Jeffrey Allen Strauss. Please join us as we recognize each graduate who has earned the baccalaureate degree in organizational leadership and regional commerce and are attending this ceremony virtually. Tyler J. Falwell. Zoe Aaron Goodman. Isela Consuelo Tuipolutu. Congratulations, graduates.
All right, I think it'll be a heck of a lot louder than that for these graduates. Let's give it up for them one more time. So graduates, we're almost there. But I want to take a moment to highlight something that you all just witnessed, which is one of the things that makes me proudest of being the dean of this college. And that is the reading of the names of the students who are virtual. Because our goal in a ceremony like this, just as our goal in our classrooms, is to create as close to an in-person experience as we can as possible, no matter where you are sitting in the world today. This is not a college that commits itself to watching recorded lectures or taking classes that maybe were just redone from the year before, but we want this to be as close to that college experience. So you heard Colonel Mills earlier talk about closing your eyes and imagining. So imagine for a minute a family sitting in a living room somewhere in the Midwest with their graduate in their regalia, waiting anxiously online to hear their name being read just like you did here today. Or maybe a sailor on a ship, and she's somewhere in the Mediterranean or in the Pacific. Or as Dean Deno talked about, somebody in Ukraine or in a crisis. Maybe they're at a lonely outpost somewhere. Doesn't matter where. What we want is our graduates to know that they belong to this school. And so thank you for all of that. So if you would, please indulge me. Just as much as you gave it up for the students who are sitting in the room today, let's give it up for the students who are out there around the world today as well. So undergraduates, whether you are in your living room, on a ship, wherever you are, if you are able, please rise. That means stand up. All of you. There are parts of this ceremony that are steeped in tradition. Dr. Bird, it is my great honor to present to you as the representative of the University of Arizona, our candidates who have satisfied the requirements for the degrees of the Bachelor of Applied Science, Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science from the University of Arizona College of Applied Science and Technology.
By the authority vested in me by the Arizona Board of Regents, I confer upon each of you the appropriate bachelor's degree as recommended by the faculty of the University of Arizona and stated by our dean. In accordance with the usual custom, you as individuals are entitled to the rights and privileges which pertain to your degree here and elsewhere. And are you going to ask for the tassels to be turned?
I'm going to do that next.
Very good.
The most important part of the day, other than the time you're going to spend celebrating yourself when you're done, as you learned this today. The awarding of degrees and graduation ceremonies actually began in medieval Europe. The first academic degree was conferred in approximately 1160 at the University of Bologna, Italy, with the practice spreading quickly to other European universities, most notably the University of Paris in France and Oxford University and Cambridge University in England. The procedures for awarding degrees at this university are based on a practice that was developed at the University of Paris in the late 12th or early 13th century. You are in a long lineage of people who have earned this honor today. The final rite of passage, called commencement, and the visible symbol of completion of your apprenticeship at the University of Arizona's College of Applied Science and Technology, I now ask that you please move your tassels from the right to the left side of your mortarboards. I would now ask my Associate Deans, Linda Deno and Nick Gray, to please join me at the podium. We corporately want to say thank you to all the family and friends who have joined us today. We are honored at the opportunity to share this memorable occasion with all of you. Now I would ask that all our guests, please, and graduates, you may sit, please remain in your seats until our students have processed out of the auditorium. We'll be hosting a reception immediately following this ceremony in the Buena cafeteria. Our ushers will direct you there where you can engage with your students and with your families. There will be designated areas in the cafeteria for pictures, as well as an opportunity to socialize, and we hope you will join us. That concludes today's ceremony. I will now ask the podium party to rise. Followed by the students, we will exit.
Let's give a big round of applause for our graduates. As our graduates start to make their way out of the auditorium, please join us for refreshments and light fare across the hallway with your graduate. And remember to check for any valuables you may have left behind. And check us out on the live stream and the recorded YouTube channel. Thank you everyone for coming. Safe travels.